All right, so this is going to be kind of a just a quick tutorial on grateful, and we've been looking at all the different ways to play an A major chord or an F sharp minor chord or even like an E. We took a look last week at how to make a D sus just by extending the third out a half step, and then D2 just by lifting up and taking the third a whole step that way, a whole step down. Same way with the A, you take that third, and that's a sus, A2 sus, or an A2, back to A. E, same way. That's the way you would play an E2 right there. You're gonna go ahead and, instead of going back, because that's just a minor third, you have to go back a full step to make it a 2. So that'll be your 2. Okay, just E, F sharp, because that's the second note of the scale. Now we took this just to kind of show you that there are different ways to play each chord. You can go and it makes sense because those two chords, E, A, and B, those shifted up are going to sound pretty decent in that chord structure because these two notes, B and E, are part of E major. So those two sound great. Now another one where it sounds great is playing the key of A, because if you go A2, you're already playing that one, the part of the chord that we're going to play now. It goes all the way up to here. It's the same thing that you were playing just a second ago with an A in the root, except playing the A right there is kind of redundant because you have an A right here. So that's the way I play it sometimes. Like in Love Cunningham whenever I toured, but that was one of the chords that we'd use. That was the second chord, which brings it to the next point. Taking an F sharp minor, which is the relative minor of A, it goes A, G sharp, and then F sharp. So that's 3 back, or F sharp would be the 6th, and then F sharp, G sharp, A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, 6, G sharp, 7, back to your octave being A. Okay, so that's the way you kind of find these relative minors. So now E works great on that. F sharp works great in the key of A. G sharp, not very much, because you have to modify it just a little bit in the key of back to A. B minor works great in it. You can even open that up even further just by opening up the first finger to play the open first string. Same thing with the C sharp. Same thing with the D, except you're not going to play D minor. You're going to play that. Just kind of a power chord with the open 2. Now, examples of all this is going to be grateful. Okay, grateful, it goes A over C sharp, except the bass plays the C sharp, so you don't necessarily have to worry about that. And then it goes to D2, back to A. So it's going to go bum, 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 bum. Sorry, they're playing the chorus. So it goes. That's the way I would try and approach it as a worship musician. Now, your regular chords, you can go. F sharp minor, E sus, resolve to D2 again. Now, a good way to play that second half of that is F sharp minor, 7, to E sus, back to D2. Whatever D you're closest at, and depending on what kind of color you want to give your chords, I would recommend going to that D, or if you're up here, playing that Love Cunningham A, which is what I'm going to call it for now, just because that's what I use the chord in, and that D2. Okay, so A to D2, power chord D on the 5th and the 7th. These two fingers on the 7th. So that's the close proximity to where you're playing. Okay, always think smarter, not harder. So the way I would try and play this, the intro, it's going to be A, and this is the verse also. it goes. Okay, that's just the intro and verse. A, open A, open D, back to open A. Mess around with it a little bit if you want to. Same rules apply here. A sus, back to A. Or A2, back to A. Then over to F sharp minor. E sus, back to D2. Okay? Now, whenever you go to the chorus, you have either the option of going A, so that would be your best option probably. I would probably end up trying to do something complicated like it's not that bad because the bass is going to take care of that boom, boom, boom. So so he's going to take care of that, or he or she, doesn't matter which. But A, B minor, A, F sharp minor. Okay, all I'm doing for the B minor up here is going like that, back to the A, back to the F sharp minor. Notice how I'm not playing any of the roots because I'm letting the bass take care of that, or the keyboard, whichever. And then you're just going to kind of rest on that F sharp minor. F sharp minor, E, D2. Lord, I am grateful. This is the day that you have made. Whatever comes, I won't complain. So have fun with it, you know, see what you can do, and use those open chords to kind of fill in space if needed. You know, if you don't have a synthesizer or something like that, that's a good way to kind of fill in that space. Throw on some reverb, and there you go.